What up, cunts and assholes? It is your boy, Tariq Young, and we are back in this. What's up? 2017 was one fuck of a year. 2017 was me getting my bearings and figuring out, like, it's so weird to, you were able to witness, like, the life you always wanted, and then, like, you get here, and essentially, you got it. You got exactly what the fuck you asked for. And like I can't complain, like shit's been like dope. Like I'm here and I'm active in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't ask any more than that. Like fuck. Like but 2017 is me getting my bearings and testing shit out and falling on my ass and and basically like getting around. But we got our fucking bearings. Like know what I gotta do, know how I need to do it, and like just keep continuing. Like goddamn, and you know what? It's actually still I'm still getting used to driving and seeing like palm trees down the street or whatever. Usually like either the afternoon or the morning. So it looks real good. But what up though? Like fuck. No, like I haven't updated on anything I've been personally doing. And really what I did was I decided to stop trying to focus on a bunch of things at once and then just focus on one. And that was stand up. Finding the fucking voice, getting it together, and figuring out like, okay, like you're in this vehicle now. Because stand-up was like, I don't like to admit it, but it was more of a hobby. And it's not even necessarily like a career path. Just like, what the fuck am I about, and what the fuck am I talking about on stage? Has been the hardest thing to figure out. Like essentially my voice. I'm still not there. I'm actually just getting comfortable. I got a layer of comfort. That's all I have. I have a layer of comfort on stage, you know, and I'm always like, man, fuck it, we can do better. But the work is paying off. Like you see, like it's incremental, but the work is paying off, and it's like, all right, so this is what I got. I did the Comedy Store on Christmas. That was like probably the best Christmas present I've ever gotten. I was able to do 5 minutes at the Comedy Store. It was fun. I had a good time. I celebrated a little too hard though. I had the worst food poisoning ever. Like, the worst food poisoning ever. And, I can't, like, it was like a nice reminder, like, you know, like, bitch, you ain't really do that much yet. Like, you still got some work to do. And that's, you know, I'm still excited about that. But I had the worst food poisoning, I woke up and was like, if I can just shit this out, if I can just get it through me. And I did survive, you know. And everything is like happening the way that necessarily I pictured it, but it's happening. And I just want to let you know that anything that you do in life or what you chase, like it can happen. A lot of people are want to try and take you down. A lot of people want to see you upset, want to see you sad, want to see you give up. And you gotta kind of ignore that. And sometimes it can just kind of hold on to, because at the same time where you have people like voting against you, you also have people rooting for you. So try to listen to those voices more than the negative voices, because those negative voices, they live in a hell that honestly me and you can't even imagine on your worst day, because clearly when you cause people pain like that, they're going through their own pain. Case in point, these kids online making fun of the Knuckles, like that Knuckles meme, the "Do you know the way" meme, and then the clicking of the tongues and shit. Like, goddamn. Which I took offense to it at first, and not offensive way, just like how could you be so ignorant towards a culture you know nothing about? Because the first thing people think when they think of Africa is clicking their tongues and shit. Like, it's even an easy joke to go to in a Comedy Store. It was the Knuckles meme came from two of the quotes, like "Do you know the way?" That quote came from a movie called Who Killed Captain Alex. It was made by a guy that you can actually find on Twitter at Hollywood. Wakaliwood, that's WAKALIWOOD, right? I feel like I'm getting professional and shit, but I think everyone should go to the Twitter page and the Patreon. Got $2, help support him. Like, the guy's made a movie, and damn near, I think everything was built but the camera, you know. And I think even on some levels, the camera had to be fixed up. So these people built their rigs, built their the lighting, figured out all that stuff. You know. Try to narrate with the same type of narration that I would have now, but it's still good. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just kind of funny. Like, there's a scene in there where he's like, I don't give a fuck what culture you're in. Like, it's so funny. Um, um, there's a scene where everyone's at a dance or whatever, and this guy's like, "Hey man, get off my wife!" And the guy's like, "Oh, wife? That looked like a goat to me." And I was like, "Ooh!" Like, 'cause that's insulting. And anyone say your girl looked like a goat, dog. That's fucked up. Um, and and you also have to remember though that unfortunately, like, the meme is done by like children, they're kids online. They don't fucking know any better. They're just repeating what they think is funny and then goofing around. Like, in like worst case scenario, like trolling may be the best form of advertising. Like, what are we doing? Like, trolling may be the best form of advertising, especially in 2017. Like, Donald Trump got to power trolling, basically, essentially. Like, he would just say, "Hey, that senator has small hands. That's why I'm more qualified for running the free world." Remember all that crazy shit? Man, I try to ignore him for the most part. Like, he's always going to say some ignorant shit out of his mouth. You know, because he talks about how places are shitholes and stuff. But maybe he's been there. Maybe he's been to Africa. Like, no one ever stopped to ask that. Like, I haven't been to Africa. All I got is pictures on Google. Who knows if that's real? You know, that's what. That's the same argument people have for flat earthers. Yeah, you've only ever seen pictures of the Earth as a circle. You never, as an orb. You never seen it as flat. Like, you fly out to space. Oh man, it's a beautiful day. I just thought I'd hop on here. Like, this was the thing that motivated me. That everything is going well. Everything is, and this is just going to be a short little update. Because I just wanted to talk about like the great guys over at Work Hollywood. Because that also had me thinking like these guys are doing everything possible to make their shit, and I need to try harder. Like, we can do better. Like, come on, man, we can definitely do better. And even the Knuckles thing, like, that's just a thing that's out of control. Eventually, it will die. Like, memes don't really last that long. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, maybe I think the Shooting Stars meme was the longest. And I like making memes. I don't make a lot of them, but I do have some. I do have fresh memes of my own that I make, and it's something that I enjoy greatly. Like, memes. Memes are the way of the world. Like, I just like they're like little funny comic strips. And they're not even like there's just a picture with a quotation, some sort of quotation, and maybe you get a quotation that's so iconic that it becomes part of the picture, basically. Like, that is a 30-year-old man explaining memes. like I'm a millennial, but kinda. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a millennial, but I still got to play outside. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm really excited about what this year has to come. Just just that the opportunities and the possibilities like are endless. That's the one thing I would say about moving out here that's been like crazy. Is like anything can happen, and any day, anything, like, something can change. Something, and you just have to keep going at it. You just have to be present, and be accounted for, and go out and do it. That's really what it is. Like, a lot of people kind of give up. I'm not giving up. I'm just because I'm having way too much fun. It's not even fair. But fuck, I worked for it. That's why my black ass left home at 17 to do this very thing, to get to the place that I've always dreamed about, and to meet the people that I have. I met some of those crazy people in 2017. Or not like crazy in the like they lack sanity department, but general like I never would have thought I would have met the voice actor who did like essentially like played all like these super inspirational characters like Kamina and Agumon and War Great Mind, the whole evolution thing. But like, I met that person, and I met wrestlers, and I said what's up to comedians that I've always seen on TV. It's so fucking close to it. Even if sometimes like people are making content, and I'm like, motherfucker, I'm across the street from there. Like, that's like, I'm in it. I'm in the thing, and like, I just enjoy it more and more each day. And also, there's legal marijuana out here. People are trying to take it away. Like, good luck with that. Seriously. Like, you can't. You can try to make a prohibition, but people are always going to smoke it, man. Which has been the argument for the longest time. But usually, state laws supersede federal law. So, good luck, Jeff Sessions. I wonder what happened to make him hate weed so much. You know what? What if you had like a bad trip? Because I feel like marijuana definitely like opens up like the shit, you know? Um, in general, like it. Like I had a friend, like he's like a really smart friend, and he was like, "Yo, I felt like my whole brain was just firing all at once." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's just yourself exposing yourself. That's all. You just got to sit through that, bro." And he's kind of a control freak, so he never went back to it. But maybe that's not his thing, you know, or anybody's thing. But I think people should have the freedom of choice because I believe freedom is in options. That's what I think. I think true freedom is in options, and sometimes some people aren't used to those options. Blah blah blah. But that's where freedom is. It's just in freedom is in choice. Freedom is in having options. You know, some people, the majority of us live where we like hope we can live. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, the majority of us uh, like try to find like something in our budget, but there are people who have enough money that can decide like I can live anywhere. It doesn't, you know, which I guess in a way though, having too many options can be hindering, just as hindering as having no options. Like almost the same thing. I'm meandering, as a guy was saying. Oh, I'm meandering. So I'm gonna go. I just want to do a check-in, talk about some things that's been on my head, and do a quick recap of 2017. And I'm going to start a YouTube channel, or not start a YouTube channel, just like now that we've done the comedy and kind of have like our bearings with that, let's go ahead and start with the content creation, and then these switch them interchangeably. Okay, so that's been Randomly Relevant, and I have enjoyed speaking with you today. Have a nice life. I said, bye.